everybody, it's Catherine from Jayne Catherine on Books, and normal services resumed. We're trying to carry on and put some of my normal content in here, as well as my book a day. And I'm a little bit late because what date are we today? 15th, 13th, 12th. What date is it today? 8th. 8th even. Oh, not that bad then. Not that bad then with my, my TBR for April. As you know, if you've been here a while, that I'm trying to choose a TBR from my bookshelves. I'm not generally somebody that used to do a TBR, as I'm a bit of a mood reader. But when I took stock at the end of last year and I got nearly 300 books on my shelves that I hadn't read, I got it down to 100. I went through loads that I'd had from when I first started BookTube, and you just buy everything and go around the charity shops looking to see if you can find anything that anybody's mentioned. It's a bit like that when you first start. So I've narrowed it down to 100 and it's working okay. It's working so far so good. I'm giving myself a bit of a selection within my TBR, selection of genres, so that I think I can still mood read within that. So last month was March Mystery Madness, so obviously it took me off track a little bit, and obviously getting used to the virus and sorting everything out made my reading a bit slumpy. So let's hope I can crack back on. So the first one is Perfect by Rachel Joyce. So as you know, I love The Unlikely Pilgrimage of Harold Fry. I just love Rachel Joyce's writing. She does characters really well, really well. And this is no exception. I've already made a start on this. And this is in summer 1972, and it's two young school lads. Which are, they're about, I'd say about 12, so actually I was 12 in 1972, and so, you know, it's quite relatable. Not saying any more about that till I've finished reading it, but that's definitely going to be finished. Next, The Unnatural Way of Things by Charlotte Wood, and this was one that was on my Black Friday book haul, and it said that it's the Handmaid's Tale of our age, so that did intrigue me. And apparently two women wake from a drugged sleep to find themselves imprisoned in a broken down property in the middle of the desert. The strangers to each other, they've no idea how they came there, with 8 other girls, and they've been kept captive. So it'd be interesting to see how this relates, whether it's similar to The Handmaid's Tale or not. Yeah, don't know much else about that, but I'm quite excited. One that's been on my shelves forever, Slade House, David Mitchell. Beautiful cover, look at this. Beautiful sprayed green edges. And I'm just looking to see if there's any fruit on the front of that. If you haven't seen the word for today, vegetables should I say. Vegetables is the word for the challenge for the bookshelves. If you've not already seen that. No, there isn't. It's a bit of a creepy house, this. Bit of a dystopian, bit of magical realism. It's been on my shelves for 3 years, so I think it's time that I read it, don't you? On one side of a high wall lies a narrow dank alley, on the other a sunlit garden, and between them a small black iron door. You just need to open it. Welcome to Slade House. Now I'm not sure whether everybody can get in, or whether once you get in you can't get out again, so I need to get it read, don't I? Next, Snowdrops, A.D. Miller. This is one of my charity shop finds. I wonder if it was a Barter Books. Barter Books in Northumberland. We try to get there a couple of times a year, generally speaking. And this was shortlisted for the Man Booker Prize in 2011. And I think it's a bit of a spy thriller. I was just fancying a bit of something different. And snowdrops, that's what the Russians call them. The bodies that float up into the light, into the thaw. Drunks, most of them, and homeless people who just give up and lie down in the whiteness. and murder victims hidden in the drifts by their covers. By their covers? No, sorry, by their killers. So I think we've got a guy in here called Nick, and I don't know if he's a British spy, whether he's a bit of a James Bond character, but I'm interested to read that. The blurb on that sounds quite interesting, so I'll let you know how we go with that. So to mix it up a bit, I thought I needed a middle grade in there. This has been on my shelves a little while. The Other Side of Truth. And this is by Beverley, Naidoo. It's a puffin book, so I always love my puffins. And 2 shots at the gate and a car screeches away down an avenue of palm trees. Slade and Femi's father is an outspoken journalist who always writes the truth, but his latest article puts the children in terrible danger. Sort of an adventure story I used to love when I was a child, so I am very much looking forward to that. And I know some of you did middle grade March and the original middle grade May. Hopefully we're doing that again this year, which is Elizabeth from Lizzie Fay Loves Books, and the lovely oh, her name's gone. I'll look it up and I'll put her channel down below. She's a lovely lady. She's not been on BookTube much lately because she's had some young babies to be looking after. So, yeah, she's the other originator of that. So if I like the look of it, you know, it may well be one to put on your TBR for middle grade May. And then what I finally put on is The Dry by Jayne Harper. Now, I know I'm a bit late to this party with this. Very much spoken about a couple of years ago when it came out on BookTube, and originally 2016, crikey, time flies. This is, Jayne Harper's an Australian author, and this has now got a sequel to this, which is our book club challenge for the library. And therefore I thought I better get book 1 done, because, you know, there's no point in reading book 2 if I haven't read book 1, is there really? So this has been on my shelves long time and I've not got around to it. So yes, I thought I better get reading it. I think it's one of those that I love, where you've got a small town, there's somebody come back to that town that's been away and managed to escape, shall we say, the confines of the town years ago, and then have come back, or whether there was some secret in the past or whatever that kept that person away. And in this, it's policeman Aaron Falk. He returns to his hometown for the funeral of his childhood best friend. Sort of thing I should love, so I've got great hopes for this. Hopefully I'll get to that soon. So there we go, that's my list for now for April, for my TBR for April. So I've got a little bit of leeway there. I've got a few NetGalleys. The Second Eve of Man I have from NetGalley, and I'm excited to be getting to that, by the Fletchers, Tom Fletcher and Giovanna. Just love the Fletchers, they're wonderful people. And yeah, a couple of others that I need to get to, so I didn't want to make it too large, so I hadn't got space for the NetGalleys. So let me know what you're reading in April, if there's anything on there that you've already read and you like the look of. And I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.